So this is the reading for this week, and this is what I got. So I was told by Spirit to not use the cards, but I felt like today I'm using the cards. Yeah, you can argue with the universe and upstairs. They might not always like it, and they might be like, no, but this is what I felt. So the cards got this week they're all very blue. Yeah, so we've got sort of peace, goddess of nature, and sleep. So for those of you who follow planetary alignments, etc., you will know that Mercury went retrograde several weeks ago, and I feel as if for many empaths, light workers, and those already in the spiritual world, it hit us like a ton of bricks. So I've spoken to several people today who were just like, oh my God, what was that? And their energies felt very heavy, you know, in terms of trying to focus. We couldn't focus. I had to cancel interviews. I had to cancel so much stuff because my brain just wasn't in gear at all. And what it's been is there's been a lot of stuff coming up to be released, and as again empaths, light workers, etc., what we were doing without even recognizing it was not only healing the stuff within us that hadn't been healed, but also picking up on the collective energy. So it's been very low recently. We've obviously got the coronavirus going on over in America. We've got, you know, people, I think the new what do you call it, for the next election. So there's obviously, if Trump gets into power again, you know, there's a fear element. There's a massive amount of fear in the world right now. And that first week when Mercury went retrograde, a lot of people felt that they were feeling angry for no reason, or thinking it was for no reason, and they were just erupting. There was all stuff that needed to come out to be healed. So we've got until the 10th of March where Mercury goes direct. Now, in Mercury retrograde, again, as well as feeling this heaviness, which some of us did, it's also a time for reflecting. So what are you currently doing? Is this in line with your sort of where you want to be? There's reflecting. There's, what was the word I used? I used a really good word, recalibrating. Love that word. There was a lot of recalibrating going on. So for myself, in terms of like my business, what is it that I wanted to do going forward? What have I been doing that I don't want to do anymore? Just sort of recognizing. And I did a load of writing. I didn't open my laptop for a whole week, which is good for me. And I just literally sat and wrote all the thoughts that were coming into my mind about things that I really wanted to do and things that I didn't want to do. So we've got another 9 days of Mercury retrograde, and I feel as if these cards are very suited to the energies of that. I don't profess to be an astrologer, by the way, just so you're aware. I'm not a professional astrologer, but that's just the feeling I get, because especially with these two cards, we've got peace and sleep. And this last week before Mercury goes direct is a real chance for you to just rest. And I say that, right, and you might be screaming at the screen going, oh my God, how do you expect me to rest, Lindsay? I've got 3 kids, I've got this, I've got my job, I've got my husband, I've got this going on, I've got this going on, etc. Yeah, and I get that. Yeah, I do. Like, I'm a single mom, I've got 2 small children. Yeah, I don't get very much time for me. However, in terms of sleeping, if before you're going to bed at night you're sat scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever social media is your bag, make sure you leave your phone downstairs, or set a curfew where you're like, actually, I'm not going to be looking at my phone after 9 o'clock, or my laptop or the TV. I'm going to have like an hour before bed, for example, where I read a book or I just go to bed. Yeah. If you can't do that in the evening for whatever reason, then think about, is there anywhere within the day that I can just slot a 5 or 10 minute meditation, or just a bit of time to rest? Yeah. Dishes will always need to be done. Washing will always need to be done. Yeah. Your house will always need to be cleaned. Yeah. But I feel as if this next week is really important in terms of prioritizing self-care. And I'm speaking to myself as much as I am you, because, you know, I've had a lovely day of self-care today. But the 4 or 5 days previously, when I've had my children and I've been working, I haven't meditated for 4 days, and I'm like, Oh my days! I need to do this as well as when I'm saying these things to you. And then the other one is peace. So I feel as if, again, with this, it's like if you're planning on starting any projects this week, I would just leave them, just put them to one side and maybe look at renewing them after the 10th of March. Yeah, wait until Mercury goes direct, because often as well we sometimes get communication problems, miscommunication. It's hailstone in here. It's just started hailstone. And I feel as if it's about having this inner peace, because on the picture on this card, yeah, we've got this like what looks like a crown of thorns around his head, and then there's also sort of like some fire going on here and into his chest. So I feel as if like externally stuff might be going on, like such as coronavirus or any sort of stuff that isn't necessarily to do with you, which may be causing you fear, causing you anxiety, causing you panic, etc. And I feel as if with what this card is saying is to stop listening to this external noise that's going on, and to think about yourself and be like, actually, how do I feel where I am right now in my home, with my family, with my children? You know, do I feel at peace just being here without listening to all this external chatter? And if you can answer yes, or if you're struggling to find that inner peace, then do reach out and ask, because there are so many tools that can really help you find that, and to learn how to not necessarily react to the fear. A massive phrase which I tell myself so often, I was given this years ago, is to fear not the unknown. If you don't know what the outcome is going to be of the thing that you're worrying about, yeah, what's the point in worrying about it? It might not ever happen. So fear not the unknown. Remember that, you heard it here first. So the next card is Goddess of Nature. You reap what you sow, your dream is coming to fruition. Okay, so there's so much blue around this card. I feel as if there's a lot of communication. So this week, I feel as if it's definitely a time to sit and write down where your dreams actually are. What is it that you want to create in this world? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? And just by even writing it down, or having a conversation with like a really close friend, where you say, actually, this is my dream, and speaking to someone who's not going to laugh, they're not going to belittle you, they're not going to take the mick. You've put it out there, you've said the words. So it might be, I want to go travelling for 6 months. You've said it, right? It's out there. I'd love to have a shop. It's out there. I would love to have, I don't know, a dog walking business. Whatever it is, whatever your dream is, write it down or speak to a close friend. Because what you'll find is that it becomes a bit like a snowball effect, where once you've said it out loud, you find yourself keep repeating it to other people, like, oh my god, I keep telling people that I'm going to do this, but I haven't yet. So yeah, start talking more about your dreams. I love this card. This one's Heart Guardian. It says, love and let yourself be loved. So I just feel, again, with this last week where Mercury is retrograde, it's about honouring yourself and loving yourself and taking the time out for you, and being kind to yourself. So it starts with, your thought processes. So something that I often say is, if you wouldn't say the words you say to yourself to your best friend, don't say them to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Take time out if you need it, if you can do. And allow others to love you as well. So sometimes we end up with this barrier between us and others because maybe we've been hurt in the past, or we're struggling to forgive someone in relationships. But when you start to open up your heart chakra, then it becomes so much easier allowing others to love you just as much as you love them, and to do it without cynicism, I want to say. And you know, in terms of like if someone pays you a compliment, it's so much easier to accept it when your heart chakras are open. I'm starting to lose my voice now. And then a couple of affirmation cards that I do. So in the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. I've been there myself a few times. And you know, when we're beginning this like a spiritual journey, or when we're beginning awakening, it's not always easy. Sometimes life throws us some of the biggest challenges that become the greatest opportunities and our greatest teachers. And with this card, there will sometimes be discomfort, but you will come through it, okay? And the only reason you're feeling uncomfortable is because you've got used to feeling comfortable. I've got no idea what that means, I just got told to say it. And then the last one, again, it's to do with dreams. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. So dream big in this last week, yeah. We've got a full moon coming up a week on Monday. So that will be also impacting on some of the energies. I think the full moon goes into Virgo, and I have recognised in myself I've become very Virgo, I don't know if this is a word, Virgoian, where I've been tidying up my laptop, sorting out documents, really going into the detail of stuff pre the full moon. But yeah, but next week, where you can, relax, reflect, rest, think about where your dreams are. What is it that you want to create in the world? Where do you want to be in the world? And yeah, I think that's it. So, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys what the readings are like on my YouTube channel. So this is basically what I do when I upload my energy readings. So if you haven't seen them before, now you've seen them. If you like it, you can head over to my YouTube channel. I'll pop the link in the comments. You can like and subscribe. And on there, I also do something called the Spiritual Journey, where I interview guests about their own spiritual journey and the healing modalities that they now offer and how they're helping others on their spiritual journey. So do check it out. Do let me know what you think. And if you are based in York and you want to come along to the spiritual journey, speak to the botanist and grab a ticket. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I do offer one-to-one readings as well, so if you are interested in having a tarot card reading, angel card reading, I'm now what else, Akashic record readings, and I'm now offering twin flame readings, which are quite cool. Then do get in touch and let me know. Okay, have a fabulous week all. Speak to you later.